Dome Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now countdown to concussion, baby. Fury and Wilder 2, few hours, 3, 4 hours, and it's about to go down, right? And just thinking, sometimes it comes to me, this is very eerie similarities between Fury and Wilder, the rematch, and Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao, right? A lot of little similarities, it's just come. I ain't like I wrote them down and nothing, but it's just things that because narratives could be put out there. Let me make sure this is clear. One time I was about to say it in front of every boxing video, a narrative for the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight after it was over, right? Was that it was a boring fight, right? I'm like, and I keep saying it, but I don't care what else. But people just say it. And I keep saying back in the day when it happened and up until now, times I'll mention it, is when you were watching that fight, you're gonna tell me you weren't at the edge of your seat, right? You wasn't on the edge of your seat, especially if you're a Pacquiao fan. You was on the edge of your seat. You think you're gonna knock Mayweather out anytime. Round 4, round 6, when he landed on Mayweather, weren't you feeling hyped? Wasn't you out your seat screaming at the TV? Weren't you? That's not boring, right? And what's not boring is that you have Manny Pacquiao, fighter of the decade, some fighter of the century, moved up all the weight divisions, the world win, punches and bunches, has the footwork, come in and get out, the big calves and all that generate power from you know, from your legs, all those wonderful things. That was stopped in round 1 by 2 straight right hands, right? That neutralize all that. That is not boring. That was just awesome to watch something. A fight of that magnitude, boy, that dude was just basically, starstruck after getting hit a couple of times, right? To do that was incredible. And to watch that was incredible. And to watch people say it was boring afterwards was also incredible, right? But, I'm checking that out. I'm like, you see, you know, BTBG, like I told you before. Listen, there's people actually out there that don't like Deontay Wilder, don't like Andre Ward, don't like Terrence Crawford, and don't like who I missed, Floyd Mayweather. Who I missed? Somebody I missed? Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, and Wilder. And there's not too many similarities there. So if you don't like them all, you are someone who watches boxing because it's BTBG. It is what it is. And that's. So when I'm going up to this fight, I'm thinking there's a similarity, a narrative that was out there, Fury and Wilder. Fury won 10 rounds to 2. Fury won 10 rounds to 2. If he wouldn't have got knocked down, he wouldn't have lost. Right? Lucky Deontay Wilder's lucky to get a draw. Right? 10 rounds to 2. And Deontay Wilder's exposed after fighting that fight. And I'm like, so wait a minute. First of all, exposed? Wait, isn't Tyson Fury the very best heavyweight and a lot bigger than him? 40, 50 pounds bigger, taller, heavier. And how does a fighter that's just learned how to box and, that's supposed to be inferior to this guy, right? Definitely smaller. And at least he's going, he's hit him, he knocked him down twice. And he's following him around the ring being aggressive. How is he exposed? How do you look at the fight that way? Instead of looking at it like, damn, Deontay Wilder gave a good effort against the very best heavyweight in the world, had him down twice, and I think he won the fight. Because with 2 knockdowns, all he got to do is win 2 more rounds. And I thought he did that, right? But let me tell the Atlas said he was exposed, right? After watching that fight, like most of the people that are watching it, you're watching it and you're like, wait, man, every round that was close, you gave to Tyson Fury. But Teddy Atlas has went back and rewatched that fight. And now he doesn't think that the Wilder was losing those early rounds. Most people who watch the fight again don't think that way. Now, well, he didn't win or lose all those early rounds. The only one still thinking that Tyson Fury won that fight is like a Max Kellerman. Most people who went and rewatched that fight, well, hey, wait a minute, Wilder wasn't losing these early rounds because you guys got drunk by looking at hands going up and the chin going out and that made you think that he's winning the rounds. Going back and watching it, it's not the same anymore, right? But it's just showing you what your perspective is. So we can't keep saying Wilder lost the first fight. Imagine if you're Deontay Wilder, you're like, I'm the champ, and I gave this dude a chance. Everything's 50-50. We fighting. Ain't nobody, no funny stipulations in the contract to give him a fight. But I am the champion, so I got to do all this. His claim to fame is being evasive, and I caught him twice, and I was jabbing him and stuff. Matter of fact, do you know this? This is a little stat for people. Wilder threw more jabs and landed more jabs than Tyson Fury did in that fight. So if it ain't no jab that Tyson Fury didn't out jab him, then what did he outdo him? Think about it. If the jab, because you thought that Tyson Fury would landed more jabs than Wilder, didn't you? He didn't in that fight. It's a new stat. Even I didn't know that. Wilder out jabbed him as well and had him down and was the aggressor. So all those things, you imagine for Deontay Wilder, you run around thinking you lost, somebody telling you lost a fight like that. And you lost. So what does a brother have to do? Run around here with this syndrome, the Michael Hunter syndrome, right? Thinking you got to do a whole blood to beat up Povetkin, and you do. But poor boy Demetrius Andrade can't get a fight. Fighting Keeler, and like that. He could have fought Keeler and never got hit at all. Running there, getting hit with Keeler. Guillermo Rigondeaux running there, I forgot the dude's name, Chea, or whatever the dude's name is, I forget his name. Running there, a bigger dude hitting, back and forth action, right? Don't want to show your talents because they nobody gonna pay attention to them. All those kind of things. Got to do extra, to get a fight, to get a win, right? And then the narrative after the fight is something different. It's a lot of shades for Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, when I'm looking at this fight, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Now, like I told you, my second best case scenario would be that Deontay Wilder would win on points, right? Just to do that. But, best man win. The winner of this fight is the number one heavyweight. There's no doubt about it. I just don't like the narrative that is going on, right? And, the guy getting booed, it's in America, the American getting booed. Of course, I'm trying to tell you guys what time it is. Hey, it's all the English people. No, it's not. You get booed at all the fights. Same people didn't want to give him no props. The only thing is what happened with Deontay Wilder is he's earned his way. A lot of people was like he have kept not fighting anybody. We kept calling people that were somebody nobody, right? And we just would refuse to pay attention to some of the things that Deontay Wilder has done. Like little things for some, but they're huge. No one fights Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz when you don't have to. If you find someone that's in the top 5 or 6 that have, holla. No one will fight Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz if they don't have to. And Wilder has done it twice. Just that alone. Right? Who calls up Louis the Real King Kong Ortiz if somebody ain't forcing you to do so? Never. So it's a lot of things, you fighting these things. So people like Evander Holyfield. Holyfield wasn't a big Deontay Wilder fan. But what has happened is Deontay Wilder, the people he's picking to fight, and what he keeps doing to these people has earned his respect, just like it has for many of us. So let's just sit back and enjoy the fight. Right? I'm glad that Tyson Fury, is above all that race war type stuff that they tried to talk to him about on one of them shows. Hey, it was a race war. It's like, man, whatever. Tyson Fury ain't got no time for that either. I'm a gypsy, man. I know what time it is when people don't want you around or treat you differently because of where you're from or what you look like or whatever your history is. So he don't want to hear that. Tyson Fury would talk about a lot of other stuff, but he does not want to go there because that's not in his genes either. He ain't trying to mess around with that, right? But he just realized that, damn, well, that's what America wants. So he gonna have to roll with it to get paid, of course, right? But other than that, I don't think that's in his loins, so to speak. But yeah, that's my point about this video. Bottom line is, I think this has a lot of similarities to Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. I just hope we don't have to have the sour grapes after the fight. Whoever loses, because there's not really any sour grapes from the people, the pundits, and all of them. We're actually mad at Floyd Mayweather for winning that fight. You won't be a legend after that boring fight. I'm just hearing it. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all sent this dude, I beat him easily, and so I won't be a legend. Right? When I tried to get him 5 years ago and he was doped, basically, because he didn't want to take a dope test, y'all was mad at me for asking. That's the place we are, baby. Check it out. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. Enjoy the damn fight. And I'm up out of here, y'all.